All right, what's going on? A little bit of a different video. My intro video is kind of like this, but it wasn't a review of anything. So I'm going to be talking about my opinion on the Metcon 5 and the Nano 9. To start this off, I used to only wear Nano 8s, and I had Metcon 4s. I still have Metcon 4s. And once I got Nano 8s, I never wore them. Metcon 4s were my first CrossFit shoe, and I just figured that's what it was, because I've worn Nike stuff a lot. Once I got Nano 8s, I barely touched them ever again, and I really like the Nano 8, which is right here, and these are super comfortable. These were my favorite shoes because I tried on some of the earlier versions. I really liked these. I still really like these. So these compared to the Nano 9, in my opinion, the only thing that's better about the Nano 9 is Olympic lifting. So clean and jerk, snatch, I'd rather wear these. Pretty much everything else, I'd rather wear these. Maybe running, you could argue, these, but comfort, just overall, like not really noticing it on your foot, which is kind of what you want. These are better, in my opinion. I still think these are a really good CrossFit shoe. I just don't think there's much that you can get out of these that you can't get out of these. So that being said, the Metcon 5 compared to the Metcon 4. All right, so these are my Metcon 4s. To be honest, I hated this shoe. It wasn't comfortable. It doesn't really feel good for anything. I guess if you're just doing Olympic lifting, it's at least flat, but that's pretty much all that it offers. I don't really like it for anything else. It's not comfortable at all. This, on the other hand, is the most comfortable shoe that I've ever put on. And it's still flat for Olympic lifting. It has a little bit more of a heel rise, even without these, which I'll get to in a second. But it's just way more secure. It feels a little bit thicker, and I think these are a little bit heavier, which I don't know if I think some people had a problem with when they were coming out, but I haven't heard anybody say anything about it since they've been like dropped and people have worn them. These are way comfier. I feel like I could run like a 5K in these, and if I tried to run even 800 meters in these, I'd probably get shin splints. So I know it has this little thing for rope climbs, which a lot of people were talking about. I don't think it really helps with actually doing rope climbs. I think it's just maybe a durability thing. But yeah, these way better than Metcon 4s. All right, so these compared to each other, Nano 9 versus Metcon 5. Like I said before, I do really think this is a good CrossFit shoe. I just think especially since they're the same price, there's absolutely no reason to get this instead of this one, because let's say you have Nano 8s and you don't like lifting in them. These are better for lifting than the Nano 8, but these, even without the insert, is better than this. And you have these to put into the Metcon 5s. They go right under the insole, and you just put them in there. And it's not as good as lifters, which you shouldn't expect it to be. You're wearing Metcons with inserts in them. But for what it is, it's extremely stable, way more stable than you'd think it would be. And you can still do everything else in them. Like, I can still run with them. The first workout I did in these, I had them in, and it was like squat snatches at 135 and about a mile and a half of running broken up in like 400-meter increments or something. Honestly, I wouldn't get these over these. I'm glad I have these. I like them. I think they look really cool. Obviously looks are more based on opinion than anything else. But yeah, I thought these were extremely ugly when they first came out, but they're growing on me now. Same with these. But I do really like these. I just think these are way better. And I also have a second pair of these ones, which I wear a little bit more because I got half a size smaller. So I'll probably be overlaying video on this, and these will probably be most of what you're seeing. I already kind of gave a couple things I don't like about the Nano 9, and it's not really that I don't like anything about it, it's just the Nano 8 was better in most of the areas, and the Metcon 5 is better, so there's nothing really wrong with it. I would just say I think I was expecting a little bit more, just from everything that you heard when it was coming out, and just the fact that it's the next generation, and the Nano 8 was my favorite shoe when it was the most recent one out. So the only thing I have to say that I don't like about the Metcon 5 is on these ones, it's starting to come off a little bit, like rip right there where it folds. I think it's because these are half size bigger, because these have not started to rip yet, and I've worn these more, and I think it's because these fit a little bit better and it's folding in a different place. So I'm hoping it's just because these were a little bit big. If so, that's the only issue I have with it. But then also you have Nike, as long as it's within 2 years, you can send anything back that's ripped just from use, and they'll send you a full voucher back with $130. You can just get another pair of Metcons. So in a list of Metcon 4 and 5 and Nano 8 and 9, I would say Metcon 4s are the worst, then I'd go Nano 9, Nano 8, and Metcon 5s are the best. Not really a hard choice to make for me. The Metcon 5s are legitimately the best shoe that I've ever put on. Sizing wise, I would say it stays relative between each generation. So the Nano 8 and Nano 9 pretty much the same, and Metcon 4 and 5 are pretty much the same for sizing as well. General consensus, this is a much better shoe than this one. Don't think this is bad, I just think it was a little bit underwhelming. Alright, so that's it. My channel's still at the point where when I post a video, I have to send it out to people because I only have 40 subscribers, so it doesn't pop up on people's feed. So if you know people I don't know that like this kind of stuff, it really helps if you send it out and share it with your friends. It also helps to like, comment, subscribe. It just puts it out there more. Turn on notifications as well, because I know it doesn't pop up for you guys. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.